The Dream Center was my last place to go because I had been everywhere 3 times over, and this was my last chance.
I was hurting people around me, and it didn't affect my life. It didn't hurt me, really,
And I didn't care if I lived or not. I didn't feel like I had a reason to live. I knew that the only way to get saved and to get help and to live again was through God.
The Dream Center made it possible for me to live. It made it possible for me to look forward to my future, and it made it possible for me to dream again.
Our pastor, Matthew Barnett, was alone in Echo Park, and God told him, if you want to build the church that I'm calling you to build, it's going to be a church that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And every single ministry that's been birthed out of this place over the last 16 years have been birthed out of a need. His slogan is, find a need and fill it. Find a hurt and heal it. And that's what we do every single day here at the Dream Center.
Pastor Matthew just started knocking on doors in the neighborhood. So he becomes like the neighborhood janitor, right? He starts knocking on doors and just saying, how can I serve you? How can I help you? What do you need? He started this program called Adopt a Block, and that evolved because he met a guy that was on drugs, and it wasn't enough just to knock on his door on Saturday or invite him to church on Sunday, but he needed 24/7 recovery. So you got this discipleship program that's a recovery program that he lives in for free, completely free. And so this guy comes in and his life is totally recovered step by step, and it's a year-long free program. But then you got teenagers that are runaway teenagers, and so he's like, well, listen, this is another need, and we got to fill this need. So there's a teen discipleship program now for teenagers recovering.
We have trucks that go out every single day into the community, feeding families that need it. It's the largest nonprofit food bank in Los Angeles. 1 million pounds of food every single month that not just comes in, but then goes out. The medical truck is a really cool thing. It's a fully functioning medical clinic on wheels. They go down into homeless shelters around LA. They go out every single day, and basically what they do is they give medical care for free to those that don't have any insurance. Family came up to Pastor Matthew after service, and they had nowhere to go. They were evicted from their apartment, had hit hard times, and literally had no place to go that night. I knew that by that next week we would have a full-blown family floor program. And sure enough, on a Sunday we brought in our first family, and by the next Sunday we had an entire floor here at the Dream Center with families that had nowhere to go. Every ministry that starts here started that way. Money follows ministry. So you get in there, you do the ministry, we'll jump in with both feet, we'll figure it out later.
There's always something going on. This building to me is a place of change. It's a place that's changing people's lives. And the crazy thought about it is to think this is 100% not government funded. This is a bunch of donors, a bunch of people giving $1, $10, bigger checks, whatever it be, and making this place run every single month.
Dream Center's been built on sacrifice. It's been built on people like myself that caught a vision to help others, caught a vision to help make life better for some people. We want to make a difference. We want to be involved with an organization like the Dream Center where every penny that we give, we know they're good stewards of it. They do a good job.
Every day on this property, miracles are happening, God miracles. You can't help but get excited about that.
I grew up with an alcoholic father. He was kind of angry and abusive. And then I was molested until I was about 8 years old by a really close family member. Left me really confused, didn't know what to do, didn't know what was wrong. I started cutting myself and smoking cigarettes, hanging out with the wrong crowd. Then when I was 11, I got addicted to Vicodin, and that just sent me on a downward spiral. And from the time I was 12 until November 27th of 2010, I was addicted to heroin and crystal meth at the same time. I ended up getting pregnant with my boyfriend's child, and about 2.5 months into it, I had a miscarriage. I didn't know what to do, so I tried to kill myself. This was my last resort, pretty much. The Dream Center was my last place to go. I went from being physically and mentally addicted to heroin and crystal meth for 4 years, and now I don't need it at all. It's hard to change. It's hard to look at yourself and scoop out all the bad stuff and scrape all the nasty stuff out of your heart. And I used to worship the devil, and now I'm worshiping God. And it's not just I believe in him, I have a relationship with him. I feel him. It's not just oh, he's out there somewhere in the universe. He's right here with me, and he's always going to be there no matter what happens.
And that's what we do. We rescue people. We rescue the drug addict. We rescue the kid that their parents have given up on them. We rescue the homeless family that has nowhere to go. Every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the Dream Center, which truly is the church that never sleeps, is all about rescuing people.